Hey everybody, it's Mindy, and this is my whip and chat for the week. It is my last whip and chat for the Thankful November event that we're doing. Yeah, we're coming to a close there. We're winding down. November is, can you believe it? November is almost over. Yeah, November. Anyhow, in case you didn't know, you're new here or just found my channel. I've been working on an event with some of my good friends on YouTube. Maritza from Kiss My Krafts, Brandy from Mystery of Diamonds, and Kara, the principal painter. And we have been doing an event about being thankful in November. We're each working on a special canvas. This is my second one, actually. I finished the first one, which was my kitty that I was thankful I had, some time with her in my life. And now I'm working on this one, which has been dubbed as my secret project, but you're getting to see it. You're getting to see an important part of it, actually. So enjoy that. But yeah, we all worked on something that just brings to mind something we're thankful for, someone, people, just whatever, And a lot of people have been following along with us. And I get a lot of comments about things that people are thankful for in my comment sections, and that's just great. I love to hear your stories. I really do. So continue to do that. So we are doing little giveaway. Each of us will have a giveaway. We're creating our own packages, and I think you have probably seen those by now. If you've been following along, we've each taken a week to show what we're giving away, and I think Brandy just showed hers the other day, and she was the last one to show her prize package. So yeah, you have 4 opportunities to win a prize from one of us. And you do that by just commenting on our videos, right? I know Kara has been asking like specific questions. I really haven't. Just, comment. Tell me what you're thankful for. Things like that. So yeah, 1 comment per week per person, please. Not 5 or 6, just 1. Only one's going to count. And that reminds me, I have got to start getting my comments in order and getting them numbered. I have not done that yet for the first 3 videos. I'm going to do that. One day this week I got to do that. Because what's happening very soon, like Monday. Okay? Monday we are going live. It will be on my channel. So if you want to find the live, check out my channel. And all 4 of us will be there. This will be interesting. All 4 of us will be there, and we're going to give away our prizes. We'll chit-chat a little bit, and whatnot. It is during Kara and possibly Brandy's live time slots, because they are now going live on Monday evenings. So it'll be during their time slot. And we're going to give away our packages to people, give away our prizes. And just talk about how fun this has been and how thankful we are that we have each other and all of the, good things we have in our lives. So there you have it. Okay? So I hope you follow along with that. Hang on. The UPS man is at my house, and probably my dogs are going to go crazy. So I'm going to stop this for a second. Hopefully it's what I think it is. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So that was funny. It was the UPS guy, and he had one of my packages I was expecting, but not the one that I really, really need right now. And then I waited, and like a minute or 2 after he left, and I got that package in the house, FedEx truck pulled in my driveway. And I'm like, he didn't have what I was looking for either. Anyhow, crossing my fingers it'll get here. I need it. It's okay. Anyhow, so back to what we were talking about. This event has been great. I have gotten a lot done. Like I said, I finished 1 canvas, and I'm halfway on this one. And I just want this one done, before Christmas sometime probably, or, when it's done, it's done. That's really it. When it's done, it's done. I'd rather have it done sooner than later, but it'll get there, and it's a gift, so yeah. We'll get there. So that brings me to you know, before I talk about what I'm thankful for, let's just say that this is the week of Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving is Black Friday. Things are a little crazy. Things are a little crazy in the diamond painting community, or shall I say the diamond painting companies. They are all throwing specials at us left and right, you guys. They're, every company out there, I think, has got something going on. And, I don't know about you, but I have a bunch of diamond paintings. I don't need a ton more, but man, there are some things coming out from some companies that I'm just like, okay, seriously? All right. Yeah. Must have. Some year I'll do it. I didn't say someday, I said some year, right? Because that's really it. Some year I'll get to them. All right. But yeah, Diamond Art Club's doing this big Black Friday thing, and those canvases, we've been seeing those roll out, They were doing like one every hour or something. Craftably's got a big thing going on. Haven't heard a whole lot of details about that yet, but it's coming. You guys, Craftably has some Christmas paintings coming. I'm just going to tell you that. If they get mad at me, they get mad at me. I don't think they will, though. But they have Christmas paintings coming, and I think they're coming sooner than later. Like, hopefully, real soon. There's a couple that they're coming out with that have my name all over them, and you will know as soon as you see them what I'm talking about. Has Mindy just all over it. So, yeah, it's just like, wow, it's kind of getting hard to keep up at this point. And that's just diamond paintings, right? And Black Friday is just, it's way different this year, because of coronavirus and stuff like that. Like, I talk about Meijer all the time. One of my favorite stores to shop at, because you can get everything there. Well, they always do a big Black Friday thing, big sale with all kinds of promos and like TVs for, pennies on a dollar kind of thing, all that. Well, we went shopping the other day for our groceries, and they were already doing Black Friday. They decided that instead of having a day, Black Friday, they've been running Black Friday specials all week long. Yeah. So they started, I think it was Sunday morning. Yeah, we went to get groceries Sunday. They started Sunday morning. She said they did have a little bit of a line or a rush there, on Sunday morning. But other than that, it's just like there's really no need. People can trickle in whenever they want and get their specials and their deals. And yeah. So interesting how things are being done just a little different this year, right? I mean, this whole year has just been a little different. So with that being said, don't forget, if you're a first-time buyer at Diamond Art Club, I have a code. You can save some money. And if you're buying anything $50 or more at Craftably, I have a code, and you can save yourself a little money. So check those out. They are always in the description box of my videos. So with that being said, let me tell you that I am thankful. Number one thing I'm thankful for is that my family has stayed healthy throughout this crazy pandemic. That right there in itself is a blessing beyond words, right? Beyond words. Okay. Yeah. My daughter-in-law had a slight scare, a possible exposure, because she works at a school, with children, and one of the children that she works with, their whole family basically was testing positive for COVID, except for the little girl. But yeah, thankfully, they shut that school right down. Everybody was, told to please go get a test, make sure you're okay. And so she did, my daughter did, they were fine. So thank God. Yeah. So that is my biggest thing to be thankful for right now, is that my family, like every member of my family, has stayed healthy throughout this, this whole crazy thing that's going on, right? That is one of the biggest biggest things I can be thankful for right now, honestly, you know. Um, and I continue to be hopeful that it stays that way, you know. I think that things are maybe coming around the bend a little bit, you know, all the talk of vaccine and stuff coming. And hopefully with that coming, we can start to beat this thing back a little bit, you know. So fingers crossed that that's going to happen. So sorry, every time I start doing a whip and chat, it's like something's in my throat. I mean, I have terrible allergies. Well, not as terrible as some, but I mean, I definitely struggle with my allergies. And I get, you know, lots of congestion and weird stuff like that. And it always seems to just settle in my throat when I decide it's time to talk. Anyhow. Yeah, there we go. So I honestly hope that you and yours and your family and your friends have stayed healthy. I know that's not true for everybody. My heart breaks for every story I hear about someone, you know, whose loved one is sick or whatnot. I had a friend the other day post on Facebook that he tested positive for COVID and talked about his symptoms and said it's the worst he's felt in decades, you know, just like a truck just ran him right over, you know. But he did not need to be hospitalized and felt that he was turning the corner and starting to feel a little better. But and then, you know, the next day I had another friend post that she'd lost her mom. And it's just, it's hard. It's hard to hear it every day. It's hard to, you know, keep doing this every day, but we have to, right? We have to. I am very thankful that my family and my close friends are safe and healthy. Like I said, hopefully help is on the way, folks. Hopefully help is on the way. Okay. So speaking of family and friends, yep, family and friends. That's what I'd like to talk about today. And the thankfulness I have for my family, for my friends. I've said it before. I have a very small family. It's just, there's just a few of us really. And we're pretty close. And it's the same way with my friends. I have very few close friends. I have, you know, people I'm friendly with. I have associates, if that's a thing, right? But, sorry, I got to get another color here. I didn't think I was going to run out, but I did work on this while the UPS man was here. Let me find another color. Hang on. I got to look way over here on this edge of the canvas to find my legend, because there isn't one on this side. And the legend's really hard to read, you guys. It's really hard. I'm looking for T. There it is. Okay. Let's do some T's. Oh, it's a very, very interesting, just beige. We're going to do some beige for a while. But, yeah, my circle of people is very, very small, but very tight. You know what I mean? It's always been that way. Even when I was like in high school, I wasn't like in a big crowd of people. I wasn't in the popular group. It was nothing like that. I had a few close friends. And it's always been that way with me. And I treasure, absolutely treasure those people, right? Because there are so few of them, that makes them even all the more important. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, my sister and I have always been close. We're 3 years apart. And, you know, there were some years that she lived out of the state, which were hard. But we went to visit her when we could, and she would come home when she could. And I was very happy when she moved back home, truthfully. We're not always talking and always, you know, sharing everything minute by minute. But I know that if I need something or need somebody to talk to or share something with, she's there. Just saw her the other day briefly. She needed our help. You know, she had some stuff she was trying to get rid of and take to the dump, but she needed some help with it because it was heavy. And who she calls? She calls us, you know. Dale helped her do that. So, but that's what family is for, right? You're there for each other. In the good times, in the bad times, you're there for each other. And you try to do what you can to, you know, be there. So yeah. You know, there's my mom and my dad. And of course, they're getting older. You know, they're in their 80s now. They're definitely not able to do some of the things they used to be able to do. My dad relies on Dale a lot more, asks for help with things like he got a deer on opening day of deer hunting season. He shot a deer right in his own backyard, and he got it up out of the field okay, and got it, you know, you got to clean them out and all that gory stuff. But then you supposedly need to hang them up, you know, so that everything can, hey, let's not get too graphic here. You got to hang them up in a tree, right? So he couldn't do that. So he calls up and says, hey, are you guys going anywhere today? I got this deer, blah, blah, blah. Wondering if you could help me get it hung. And Dale's like, okay. So we were going someplace else. We ran over there first, and Dale helped him do that. Then their washer broke. Washer wasn't working. So Dale tried to help my dad over the phone, figure out how to do it, and it wasn't working. So Dale goes over there on another evening and, you know, helps with the washer. Their barn roof had a couple holes in it. I mean, it needed to be re-roofed really bad. And so Dale was over there for about a week, every night for over a week, doing this, well, a partial re-roofing. Just part of it got new stuff. But you know, it's family, right? It's family, and that's what we do. We help each other, and yeah. I would talk about my mom right now, except it's not the time to talk about that and what's happening. So I'll save that for another time, but our loved ones are dear. Keep them close, keep them near, treasure every moment with them, you know. And yeah, don't let time go by. You know what I mean? Life is too short, and I know that you hear that, and people just kind of, you know, hear that statement and kind of just blow it off, that time is too short. But man, when you get to certain times in your life, you realize it is true that life is very short, actually. And you wake up one day and you're like, whoa, where did it all go? Where did it all go? So treasure it. You guys treasure every moment, every single moment, you know. I don't get to see my brother. My brother lives in Texas, so I don't really get to see him. I don't need 4. I can only do 3. Hello. Thought I had a spot for 4, but no, I didn't. So I don't get to see him often. I do talk to him once in a while, and I see him on Instagram. He does these weird TikTok things. Just always some funny little weird TikTok thing he's doing. Like he gets a comedian and he pretends he's them talking and telling the jokes and the stories, and oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my brother for you then. Anyhow, yeah, my family. My daughter, of course, as you know, she lives close to me. So, I mean, I do get to see her fairly often, her and Devin. Devin has been a very wonderful addition to the family. You guys, a great addition to the family. She's pretty awesome. And it's great when your child finds someone that they want to spend their life with and they're very happy with. That's a good feeling as a parent, you know, that they're happy, that they're feeling fulfilled in their life. You know what I mean? It just makes you feel great as a parent. It makes you very happy. I don't know about you. I don't even know if you're a parent, but if you are, I'm certain that you know the feeling of spending hours thinking about your children, wondering how they are, worrying about them, hoping for them, all that kind of stuff, right? It's not always easy. I say that, I'd rather have little kids, they get into stuff and they can be naughty or you need to raise them up right. But it is much more difficult, in my opinion, to have adult children. Adult children have adult problems, and adult problems and adult situations are harder to deal with than, the issues we had with kids, little kids. I got that all day. But, sometimes with the adult children, there's things that you just can't do sometimes. You can't fix things. You can't make things right. You can't help them sometimes. Sometimes they have to just do things for themselves and you have to watch them struggle through it, I mean, we did that with little kids too, but it was, they struggle through learning how to put their own coat on or, the problems or the things that they were dealing with were so much different. They weren't life-altering situations. I don't know how I just got onto this topic, but sometimes that's what WIP and chats do. They just go, woo, to someplace you didn't intend to go. But, yeah, I've spent hours, wondering how my children were, hoping they were okay, wishing for better things for them, all that stuff. Yeah. And I still do. I still do. It's, they both have jobs and Shannon's now married. Josh is not, but, I keep saying, hey, come on, Josh, what are you doing here? You got to just pick one. You got to pick one of these girls and you got to make it work, right? Pick one that you think you can make things work with for the rest of your life and just, but that's my kid. Love that boy, love that kid. I don't talk to him all that often. He lives, about 20 minutes away, but I don't talk to him all that often because, he has a life and he works and he plays video games and he goes out and, what all, young adults do. So I don't talk to him all that often, but boy, when I do, I enjoy it, Like the other night, I called him to talk to him about something important. And after we talked about that, I just asked him basically, how he'd been, what he'd been up to. I knew he had one job, but he quit that job. He quit it the right way. I was very proud of him. He put in his notice and he was appropriate. And, he just knew he needed something different. And he got another job, which he's absolutely loving. And it was just interesting. He just sat and talked to me. Just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. Man, he had so many things to tell me. He just went on and on about the other job, the old job, the new job, this and that, and the next thing. And he was just on a roll. He's not always like that, you guys. He's not always so super chatty and talking about things, but he was. And I was so just honored that he spent, we were on the phone for like an hour and a half. And it was mostly him talking about himself. And I was just thrilled to listen and, glad that he was willing to share things with me. You know what I mean? He is something else, you guys. That boy, he is something else. He's more, to himself kind of guy. Like I said, he plays video games. He's a gamer. He spends a lot of time in front of his console TV and whatnot. And not his console TV, but his console and his TV. But, when he opens up, he opens up. You know what I mean? And I can't tell you how many times he's made me cry just because he's like, Mom, without you, I wouldn't be anything. I'd be nowhere. And that just makes me, it makes me cry every time he says that. See, here I go. I'm not crying. Sorry. Just makes me well up with pride and happiness and just tenderness, that I am one of the most, well, he says I am the most important person in his life. And I just can't tell you what that makes me feel like when he says that, you know. Just makes me so, so happy, and wow. So, yeah, my family. And I talked about Dale last time. I'm not meaning to leave Dale out, but I talked about Dale last time. And you all know that Dale is like the most special person in the world to me, my soulmate, my, you know, he's my everything, my world, you know. He's great. He's awesome. I'm so happy that we met up again and got married, and we talk about that all the time, you know. We were over the what ifs, you know, like what if we would have done it sooner. Goodness, my throat, you guys, it's terrible. But yeah, so that's my family, you guys. I wouldn't trade them for the world. I treasure every moment with them, and I'm happy to say that we're close. Things with my brother aren't as close. There have been a few issues over the years. I mean, I get along with him just fine. There's been a few things that have happened, a few bridges that need to be mended, you know what I mean? But anyhow, I am what I am because of my family, right? So I'm very grateful to have all of them in my life. Friends. Okay, friends. I was talking with, I don't know who I was talking with. It was either, well, it was one of three people. It was either Sue, Brandy, or Maritza. I don't remember which one, but we were chatting about friends. And that on YouTube, I've made some friends. You know, through YouTube, I've made some friends. And there's a few that, well, the three I just mentioned really are like people that I talk to. Like, I talk to like regularly. Either text, message, talk on the phone. You know, those three are three women that I met through YouTube that I am, you know, super close with. I talk to, I share things with, I trust, they share with me, and we've become just really, really good friends. And that's very, very typical for me. There's the three of them that I've become really close with. Now, there's some other people, don't get me wrong, there are some other people that I am friends with, just not to the level of those three. And that's very typical for me. Like I've said, you know, I have a very small circle of friends, and it's always been that way. But once you're in, man, you're in. And once I trust you and can share with you, and you do the same with me, and we connect, then, you know, yeah, that's the way it is, right? But we were talking about that. We were talking about the few friends that we have, and that we were all kind of the same way. We don't have a huge, huge group of good friends. We're all kind of like that smaller group of a few very intimate, close friends. And I was saying how thankful I was that I had people like that. And because, you know, I'm not a real outgoing person, believe it or not. I'm not the one that's going to go to a party and walk up to somebody and start a conversation with them, like, hey, how are you? You know, that's my sister. Okay, my sister all day long. She's the person that will just go out there and she'll just put herself right out there and she'll talk to anybody. And, you know, my sister's the one that always had like a large group of friends and stuff like that. But yeah, that's never been me. So the ones I do have, I'm super, super thankful for, right? Yeah. There was another point I was going to make to that story, and I forgot what it was. But, oh, as we were talking about how things have been difficult this year, how thankful I am that I've made those friends. on YouTube that I can talk to. Now my in life best friends, you know, the women that I worked with and became friends with through school, my best friend, and my other best friend, you know, it's been very difficult because we have not been able to see each other. You know, it was hard enough when we got separated out of the same building because we all worked in the same building, and then we got separated 1 year or 2 years. It just started happening. One person would leave and another person would get moved, and then somebody retired, and it just, the little core group just kind of all got torn apart into different locations. You know what I mean? And that was hard because we had been used to seeing each other every day at school and stuff. But then we'd still get together, you know. In the summers, we would get together every week, you guys. Every week, we would get together and we would have a lunch and hang out and talk and chit-chat every single week in the summertime. Throughout the school year, we would try to do it, you know, on a weekend every once in a while, get together. But with everything that's gone on, we have not been able to do that. And I have felt, you know, I felt kind of lost. Like, you know, I'm home all the time by myself most of the time because Dale works. And I can't see my friends, and I can't just call them up and say, hey, let's go to lunch. And it's very, very, very difficult. So my YouTube friends have also kind of stepped in and helped to, you know, be there when my in real life friends haven't been able to, you know, be present as much. But I hope that makes any sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, I probably have like 10 friends. Yeah. And I cherish them. I just cherish them. I treasure every moment, every conversation, and every time they support or listen or, you know, whatever. I guess I'm thinking of this because I got a message from a teacher that I worked with for the last 5 years at the building I was at. And she was like asking me about something going on, you know, through the district. Asked me if I'd heard about it. It was like, there's like some stipend money that we were supposed to get or something. And she was like, have you heard about it? I think you qualify for it. And I was like, no, I haven't even heard about it. You know, and so she gave me some information. But then I said, okay, let me call my best friend who still works in the district. Let me call her and see what she can tell me. So I called her last night, and of course, you know, she's this just wealth of knowledge. That's what I love about her. She's so helpful in so many ways. She is the one that helped me survive moving to kindergarten. I was like, no, kindergarten, no, I'm going to die in kindergarten. And she's like, don't worry about it. I'll help you. It'll be fine. And that's when we became best friends, when I got moved to kindergarten. So I called her, and as per usual, she had the info. She helped me out. She told me what I needed to do, you know. And then I just got to talk with her for a while. You guys, it's, wow. I guess I didn't realize how much I missed that. I mean, she's busy. She's still working. She's still doing this virtual teaching, and it's hard, and it takes a lot of time. And, you know, I keep that in mind all the time. You know, I don't want to interrupt too much or, you know, bother her when she's got so much going on. But, you know, it was so nice to just talk with her. And we both talked about how much we missed just being able to see each other. Why am I getting so emotional about all this? But anyhow, I guess the whole point of this WIP and chat is the biggest thing I'm thankful for is my friends and my family. I don't know where I would be without them, right? And I wouldn't trade it for the world. And just thank you. Thank you for being there. A song just came into mind, right? Thank you for being a friend. Oh, I don't even know why that popped into my head, but it just did. um, as a matter of fact, here's another person, Molly. I was talking with Molly. Molly is a huge Queen fan. And she's often talking to me about something to do with Queen and Freddie Mercury. And I was at the store the other day during these Black Friday sales, right? And the movie Bohemian Rhapsody was sitting there, and it was on a super deal. And I was like, okay, I got to get this. I need to watch this movie because I love Queen too. I mean, I did do a Bohemian Rhapsody rap turn diamond painting something on Crashly's channel. Anyhow, I bought the movie and I came home and I let Molly know. I'm like, hey, look what I just got. I sent her a picture. Look what I just got. And she's like, awesome. She goes, what, is that a poster or is that a DVD? And I'm like, oh, it's a DVD. And she goes, oh yeah, I have that on, whatever, iMovies, or I don't know what she's got it saved in something. And then she starts sending me messages and sends me the trailer clip, and she sends me all this other stuff. And then she sends me something with a song. And then I was like, okay, so what's your favorite song? What's your favorite Queen song? And can you guess what mine is? And of course, she gave me a list of about 5 songs from Queen that she couldn't decide, apparently. And then she said, I don't know what your favorite song would be. She says, that's a good question, though. I should know the answer to that. I need to know the answer to that. And you know what song of Queen's is my favorite? My favorite Queen song is, ooh, you're my best friend. Ooh, you make me live. That's my favorite Queen song, is the one about the best friends. And Molly was just like, of course. Of course. That's perfect. That's fitting, right? So, yeah. Anyhow, when you don't have, I hate to say it this way, but when you don't have much, you cherish it more. Does that make sense? It's like we talked about my grandma today. Dale and I did. I'm just rambling. But we talked about my grandma today, and my grandma was one of those people that she didn't have hardly anything. My grandma just never had much. She had this little tiny house she lived in, not very much money. And, what she had, she cherished. But she was also the most giving person with what she did have. Now, it might not have been much. It might have been something she just made, some plastic canvas thing, like, tissue boxes and ornaments. She was always doing things like that. Something she crocheted. And if it wasn't something that was handmade, at Christmas, if she knew someone was going to be around at Christmas, she'd make sure they had something, even if it was just like a pair of socks. That was my grandmother for you. One of the most giving people. But that's why I say what I just said, people who maybe don't have as much, cherish it and appreciate it more than the people who have a lot sometimes. I mean, don't be offended if that doesn't apply, and just don't be offended. But in my experience, that's kind of how it seems. The people who, like, I have less friends. I don't have as many friends as other people do, but I cherish them so much because, they're that much more important to me. Okay, I hope that made sense. Anyhow. So with that being said, the holidays this year, are going to be different. Yeah. Are we going to have a big family gathering? I don't know. We're not for Thanksgiving for sure. I know that. Will we for Christmas? I don't know. Christmas is my time of the year, you guys, because of that whole giving thing, I'm like my grandma, for sure. I'm a giver. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to give things and see people smile, and be happy with the simple things that I gave them because they were heartfelt and they were personal, I'm not ever going to go to the store. I'm not the kind of person that's ever going to go to the store and buy somebody a gift card and just say, here. Well, I'll take that back. I've done that with my son, but it was a specific gift card to Kohl's because he needed clothes. And I can't go pick out his clothes. I learned that when he was very young. I could never pick out his clothes. So that's always up to him. But, yeah. Okay. I think I'm done rambling. I don't even know if I made sense in this whip and chat, but it's just one of those whip and chats that I'm all over the place because that's where my feelings are right now, is all over the place. And the holidays are here and they're going to be weird and I'm not going to get to do what I want to do. And that's pissing me off. I'll just say it like that. And, yeah. So I hope that you are all doing well. I hope that you find a way to celebrate with the people that you love and care about. Kelly and I talked last night about at least our group of friends doing another Zoom or house party or something so that we can all chit-chat with each other. And we would normally do a Christmas party, a gift exchange, all that kind of stuff with my friends. And, you know, I don't know if we'll be able to do that. But maybe we can do something virtually. I need to figure that out. I'm going to look into that. You know, there might be some way. I don't know. There's always gift cards you can do virtually. Or maybe we could do a gift exchange. Yeah, maybe we could do like a gift exchange through Amazon or something. I'm going to talk to them about that. It'll be a little different than what we normally do, but it will be something, you know? We need something. So, I hope you all are safe and take care and enjoy Thanksgiving the best way that you can. And we'll try to do the same here. Don't forget to tune in Monday for the giveaway of our prizes. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, sorry this was kind of ramble-jamble all over the place, but I hope that you got something out of it. Anyhow, I'm going to go and check out the package that came earlier. I'm really concerned about the one that didn't show up, but anyhow, it'll be here someday. All right, I'm going to let you go and have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.